Have you guys thought through sort of
Yeah.
how, how your systems may change as you lose some of the targeting resolution that in
Yeah.
within media buying in particular, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Right. So I think the notion of a cookieless world probably scares all marketers, let's be honest. Right. And I think it's going to be a challenge for sure. But I think, if we look about it from a long-term perspective, I actually think there's a potential huge opportunity here. Right. Yes, cookies have played an important role, right, in how we target and retarget. But quite frankly, they're also pretty unreliable. Right. Like, think about it. Right, they're not connecting offline and online behaviors, right? So I think the other thing that we've been thinking about is as we think of moving away from cookies, like, let's be honest, right? Privacy is a big issue right now, right, with consumers, right? And it's going to be moving forward, right? So what are brands doing with my information? How do you actually build trust, right, with the consumer to be able to use their information? And so a couple of things, that we've been starting to think about in that future is first, kind of that consent driven model, right? How people are opting in to giving you that information. And to your point earlier, how do you then nurture those people? And then broader, kind of that unified data approach, right? How do we think about potentially having those unified IDs, right, that we attach to people, right? That hopefully are able to kind of hit on all of those bits and pieces of who they are in both an offline and online manner, right? And so I think if we're able to do this right and we're able to build trust with people, right, I think at the end of the day, it will allow us, quite frankly, to target more effectively. At the end of the day, if we know more about people and they're giving us their consent, right, think about it. We can then serve better recommendations on products and services to actually build a better relationship. And so I think, look, I think we're a long way towards nirvana here, right? But I think at the end of the day, it hopefully is a win-win at the end of the day, right? For marketers, right, that nirvana state of attribution, right, should hopefully get easier, right, over time if we do this the right way. And then for consumers, it's great, right, because we're actually serving them recommendations and personalized experiences that they actually care about, right? We've looked into this, and there's a lot of stats out there, and one of them that was interesting for me was, I think more than 50% of consumers are happy to share their information in order to get that personalized experience, right? And so if you think about that, that's great. One, we get the information we need to customize a solution for them. But then on their end, right, they're not getting all of these ads for things that are totally unrelated to their life, right? And so hopefully we'll get to that win-win. And we're doing a lot right now to think about how we set ourselves up in the future for something like that.